Chapter 9. Global Precedents, Learning Nations and What Canada Can Learn from Them. 1. The Classroom Without Borders. At a cafe in Helsinki, a grandmother completes an online AI course designed for citizens who had never coded before. In Singapore, a taxi driver uses government-issued Skills Future credits to take a digital marketing class between fares. In Kenya, a group of high school students collaborate with NASA scientists through open data portals to monitor drought patterns. None of these people are formally enrolled in universities, yet all are part of something profound: the quiet emergence of learning nations, countries that have made education not a phase of life but the framework of life itself. Their experiments are the laboratory in which Canada's own model can be refined. 2. The Nordic Pioneers, Finland and Denmark. Finland transformed from a post-war agrarian society into one of the world's most innovative economies within 2 generations, and it did so almost entirely through education. Key policies: free education from preschool to doctorate. Teacher as researcher model: educators hold master's degrees and design curricula collaboratively. Continuous adult learning: state-subsidized courses for workers over 40. Finland's open course Elements of AI, developed with the University of Helsinki and Reactor, became a global sensation. Offered free online in 25 languages, it trained over 1% of the Finnish population within its first 2 years. The program's goal wasn't to make everyone an engineer, but to make everyone AI literate, proof that civic understanding is national defense. Denmark complements this with its folk high school tradition, non-credentialed, residential schools for adults that emphasize philosophy, citizenship, and creativity. Funded publicly, they keep social cohesion high and populism low. Both countries illustrate that when learning is accessible and dignified, trust becomes the strongest currency. 3. Singapore, the Skills Future model. Tiny Singapore, lacking natural resources, decided decades ago that knowledge would be its gold. The government launched Skills Future in 2015, a national initiative giving every citizen aged 25 and older a learning account preloaded with credits for accredited courses. Credits refresh every 5 years. Results by 2023. Over 500,000 citizens trained in new digital skills. Employers reporting higher innovation and productivity. Public satisfaction with government policy exceeding 80%. The genius of Skills Future lies in its framing, not welfare but investment. Citizens aren't helped, they're trusted. Each credit says, "We believe you'll use this to grow." That psychological shift, confidence over charity, is the same ethos Canada could embody through Learn Canada's learning passports. 4. South Korea, the Knowledge Republic. In the 1960s, South Korea's per capita income was lower than Ghana's. Today it ranks among the richest nations, largely because of universal literacy and lifelong education. Through its EdgeNet platform and the Cyber Home learning system, the government provided free digital courses long before broadband became ubiquitous. Today, over 90% of households access online learning. Culturally, education is treated not as entitlement but as civic duty, a shared project of nation-building. Canada, with its high trust and digital capacity, can adopt that same mindset without the pressure cooker competition that plagues East Asian systems. 5. Estonia, digital citizenship. When Estonia regained independence in 1991, it had limited infrastructure but abundant will. The nation digitized governance, healthcare, and education from the ground up. Every citizen now has a digital ID, granting access to e-learning, voting, and healthcare services. The eCool platform connects teachers, parents, and students in real time. DG Comp ensures all adults receive basic digital skills training. Result: Estonia consistently ranks among the top in digital literacy and cybersecurity. For Canada, with similar population size and democratic values, Estonia offers a governance template: small, agile, transparent, secure. 6. Rwanda and the African Leap. Rwanda's Smart Classroom initiative has equipped over 10,000 schools with digital labs and e-learning platforms, focusing on STEM and entrepreneurship. Supported by the African Development Bank, it treats digital inclusion as post-conflict reconstruction, a moral as well as economic necessity. The takeaway for Canada is humility and inspiration. Even nations with limited resources can prioritize open learning if the political will exists. The cost barrier is psychological, not financial. 7. The European Union, policy as platform. The EU's Digital Education Action Plan, 2021 to 2027, commits €60 billion to improving digital skills and open educational resources across member states. It recognizes education as a single market of ideas. Shared credential frameworks like Europass allow citizens to carry qualifications across borders. Canada's provinces already struggle with interprovincial credential transfer. A similar unified framework, perhaps called CanPass, would harmonize recognition, making learning truly portable from Halifax to Haida Gwaii. 8. New Zealand, the well-being lens. New Zealand's well-being budget treats education as both social policy and mental health strategy. Investment decisions weigh well-being outcomes alongside GDP. Their open online initiatives emphasize cultural inclusion, integrating Maori language and knowledge systems. This resonates deeply with Canada's reconciliation journey, valuing Indigenous epistemologies as national treasures, not footnotes. 9. Open universities and global MOOCs. The Open University, UK, founded in 1969, democratized distance education decades before the Internet. Today, over 2 million people have graduated from it, many first-generation learners. Its model, television lectures, mailed materials, now fully digital, proves that large-scale, low-cost learning can maintain quality. Global MOOCs, massive open online courses, like Coursera and edX have since extended that reach, offering free world-class content. Yet most remain commercial or limited by paywalls for certification. Canada's opportunity is to publicly own what the world has only privatized, truly free, accredited learning. 10. The common thread. Across continents, successful learning nations share 5 constants. Universal access, everyone participates from childhood to retirement. Cultural relevance, content reflects local identities and languages. Government leadership, policy, funding, and coordination come from the top. Technological backbone, reliable digital infrastructure and security. Narrative unity, a shared belief that education equals nationhood. Canada already possesses all 5 ingredients, it simply needs to assemble them into a single recipe. 11 Lessons for Canada. From Finland, invest in teachers as innovators. From Singapore, treat learning credits as national currency. From South Korea, build digital systems before crises demand them. From Estonia, secure and unify citizen digital identity. From New Zealand, embed cultural reconciliation into curriculum. If Canada synthesizes these lessons, it can evolve the concept from learning nation to learning confederation. 12 The diplomatic dividend. Leadership in open education carries soft power. A Canadian learning commons shared globally, through the Commonwealth, Francophonie, and Indigenous networks, would extend Canada's influence more gently and effectively than any trade deal. International students already contribute $22 billion annually to the Canadian economy. Opening digital access globally would amplify this goodwill, positioning the country as the world's teacher and collaborator. 13 Why Canada can surpass them all. Unlike many nations, Canada's political culture already balances federal and provincial governance. Its bilingualism trains citizens in cognitive flexibility. Its geography demands innovation in connectivity. Its public trust in science and institutions remains high. Add the Learn Canada platform and the national marketing campaign described earlier, and the conditions converge for something unprecedented, a country that exports knowledge as its signature resource. 14 The ethical edge. There's also an ethical urgency. In a global information economy, withholding knowledge is a form of inequality. As digital divides widen, nations that share education become stabilizers in a volatile world. Canada, long a peacekeeping nation, can now be a peace-teaching nation, using information, not arms, to strengthen global security. 15. Closing argument. The grandmother in Helsinki, the taxi driver in Singapore, the students in Kenya, all are prototypes of what humanity can be when knowledge flows freely. Each nation has built part of the puzzle. Canada's opportunity is to assemble them into a single, scalable model, a federation of fairness where curiosity is currency. If the 19th century belonged to industrial empires and the 20th to military alliances, the 21st belongs to learning nations, and Canada is uniquely prepared to lead them. The map is drawn. The classroom